If you had the money, would you get your body done? Well, that's a question many people love to ask. And amazingly, many people already have their answers. Some will say yes, like after yes, so. Some will say no immediately. But the truth is, many of our decisions are influenced by the time, situation, and circumstances we find ourselves in. People are very quick to judge others who have had cosmetic surgery, especially things like BBL. They label them as vain, insecure, or bad. But let's be honest for a moment. Sometimes the loudest critics are simply people who cannot afford it yet. Yes. I remember when I bought my first expensive hair. By the way, I've always had a flair for good hairs. When a friend of mine found out how much I spent on it, she immediately said, I would never spend that much money on hair. But later, I realized something. At that time, she simply could not afford to spend that much on hair. Because if she could, she probably would have. And then, and that made me understand something important. You never truly know what choices you might make until you're in a position where you can afford them. So when people say, I would never do BBL, sometimes it's conviction, but sometimes it's circumstance. Now, the real question is, should I get my body done or should you get your body done? Personally, I believe that unless someone is struggling deeply with self esteem or an inferiority complex, there is really no pressure to alter your body. You're already perfect the way you are. Yes, you're already perfect the way you are. So, enhancement is a personal choice, but it should never come from pressure, comparison, or insecurity. At the end of the day, the goal is you should have like self acceptance. That's the goal. Love the body you have and don't let society convince you that you need surgery to be beautiful. But let me know what you think in the comment section.